And it says that we are now live.
Yep, we're live. Okay.
I believe we're recording.
Oh.
I hope so. All right. Welcome everyone to the first group meeting of macroeconomics. I'm glad you all were able to make it. And yeah, so I don't like being the boss of any sort, so I will turn this over to whoever is willing to start on. I think what it is we're doing is the group quiz thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what, the 5 pages, right? Of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have that in front of me. So does everyone know what she's talking about?
It cut out right when she said it, so sorry.
So there's a group quiz. It's like,
yes.
Okay. It's 20 pages, or 20 questions long.
It seems like it's 20 pages long. So,
yeah.
Same thing.
So has everyone done that? Has everyone done that quiz? Have you looked at it? I ended up doing it because I thought we were going to go over the answers together, but I don't know if we're...
I thought we were going through it together as a group.
Okay.
And I haven't looked at it yet. I was still working on the assignment.
Okay. Well, then let's just start from the beginning. All right, I guess I'm doing this.
I have the questions up.
Okay, so number one, suppose a consumer purchases 2 goods, X and Y. The slope of the budget line would indicate what? So when I read that, I thought it was the second one.
I kind of thought it was the first one.
The first one? Okay, and I've been wrong a couple times, so that's possible.
I'm not perfect, don't quote me though.
Okay. So if everyone else wants to read that and kind of vote in on what makes the most sense to you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was yelling at my son because he did this yesterday.
Oh, nice! Tell him to come on down.
So they already did their quiz.
Nice.
I would go with the second one, but that's just me.
Okay.
Well, I guess they're the same, basically.
Well, it's just in, let's see, opportunity cost of good Y in terms of good X given up for each unit of Y, or opportunity cost of good X in terms of good Y given up for each unit of Y.
Maybe it is the second one, now that
we read it out loud.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have an opinion on that?
No, I always feel like I think backwards with these kind of problems. I think I would probably have to draw a little graph for myself and put a just imagined good for X and Y and try to figure out.
That's what I did right there.
Let me see what it looks like. Oh, good job.
I do that, or all the time I'll be doing homework and it's supply and demand, and I'm like, this supply, this is demand, this increase, all the time. Okay, William, are you good with B, the second one?
I think B sounds great.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Okay. All right, so number 2, a consumer has a budget of $12 and they can only buy 2 goods, apples or bananas. Apples are $1.50 each, and the price of a banana is 75 cents each. Refer to the information. If the consumer spent all of her budget on just apples or just bananas, how many apples or bananas maximum would she buy?
I think it would be 8 apples or 16 bananas.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
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 That's correct.
Okay. So number 3. One major part of the opportunity cost of one's decision to go to college after high school is the I thought it was the last one.
I agree. The
Yeah,
full-time
I
job.
agree.
Okay. Is everyone good with that? Do you have any questions?
What did you say, Sunny?
For the opportunity cost of going to college,
Yes,
we're thinking it's the full-time job one could have gotten instead of going to college.
instead of going to college. Okay.
Does that seem right to everyone?
It just dawned on me. Should I like be doing the quiz now online? Because I'm just like making sure I
Yeah.
have my answers. Oh, okay.
I think you can do it either way because it says you can do it on your own time as long as you submit it by Thursday. So
Right.
you might as well be doing it at the same time. I don't think it matters.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4, which of the following
If
illustrates...
my connection were better, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah. Which of the following is a macroeconomic question? And I was thinking it was the second one.
Number B. That's
I'm thinking the third one.
Okay. I could see that argument. The only reason I wouldn't is because whenever if it's microeconomics, it's always something specific, and automobiles and trucks are very specific, even though it is on the large scale of the United States. But you could argue that, I don't know, what do you guys think?
I know a lot of it for macroeconomics. It deals with inflation, and I kind of put price inflation in there, so that's why I thought it was the second one.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
agree. I think it would be the second one.
Yeah, out of all the answers, the second one is the only one that's not specific.
Right. Okay.
And I think inflation does play a big part, so I would agree with that.
Okay. So number 5, the statement in a newspaper that consumer prices rose last month by 1%, and if this trend continues, the annual rate of inflation will be 12% of the year, is an example of what? And I went with positive economic statement.
That's what I went with as well.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I
With that.
chose.
Because it's a fact. It's not just how
Right.
we wish it would be, correct?
Exactly, yeah, because normative means like we should
We should.
increase it or we ought to or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
The production possibilities curve is a graph of what? And I put C.
That's what I put.
That one's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Number 7, if a nation produces more consumer goods and less capital goods, the nation will have... I said A.
It's definitely A.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, a nation, if I'm losing anybody or anyone, just stop me. A nation can produce 2 products, tanks and autos. The table below is the nation's production possibilities. For this one, I went with B. I did have to read it over a couple times, but that's what I chose.
I think the answer should be more tanks.
Okay. So which A, B, C, or D? What do you mean?
I thought it would illustrate the trade-off between the tanks and the automobiles, so I
Okay.
would A. William, which one were you thinking?
It says, so, hold on one second. My dog is barking in the background. Hold on. Someone else can keep reading if you want.
I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, tanks would have been better, though.
So is that kind of a trick question? I mean, is it not the last option? The number 4
I would
option?
say it's B, honestly, because it's attainable, but it's inefficient. They're not employing all of their resources.
Okay. Because it's not given that way on the actual production possibilities line?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
but that's what I would answer.
I think so too. I mean, I don't think it just illustrates the trade-off because it's not right.
Yeah, because that would follow the production possibilities.
Okay. So you're thinking B.
It does seem wrong in one way or another. Either it's unattainable or really inefficient, just because the trade-off there is really way off.
Absolutely.
So what did we decide on for that? Or are we still deciding?
I don't know. I kind of think it would show the trade-off between the tank and the automobile, because if we wanted to have a combination of 3 tanks and 350 automobiles, well, if you look at the diagram it gives you, for tanks on D and everything, you can have 3 tanks for 650 automobiles. But when you go to 4 for 4 tanks and 350 automobiles, that's where you see the problem. And because they're wanting 3 tanks and 350 automobiles, we have too many. So we're going to have to probably cut something back in a sense. But yeah, that's what I would be like. I'm not sure though. You may all feel differently.
But the
That
way I
supports the second
understand
answer.
this is that for every 3 tanks they can produce, they can make 650 automobiles. So if they're going to produce 3 tanks, they could produce 650 automobiles as well, or in it, or other. That's
Yeah.
what I'm.
Yeah, you're right. It's just more or less inefficient of the use of society's resources. It's not using the automobiles to the full capabilities if it just goes for like 350 instead of 650.
Okay.
Is that making sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't I'm not certain what the right answer is, but I'm gonna defer to you
Leaning,
guys.
we're leaning towards B because it's inefficient.
Okay, it is
Is that right?
Right,
That
because
is kind of the key word there, right?
because you could do a combination of 3 tanks and 350 automobiles. That
Yeah.
is attainable, but we know that with 3 tanks you can make
650.
650 automobiles. So doing that is going to result in unemployment or an inefficient use.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So should I just keep reading?
Sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay. All right. So number 9. This one I couldn't quite figure out. The law of increasing opportunity cost states that. I ended up thinking it was C, but I'm not completely sure.
Law of opportunity cost.
Well, can you think of a situation where opportunity costs continue to increase?
Well, production, like when you're creating something and you have to add more labor, or buy more costs, or buy more resources, I guess.
So are you thinking the third one? C?
That's what I think, but I'm
think so
not
too.
sure.
Yeah.
I kind of like C.
Because
Because
always, you're forgoing another product by making something else. So if you're increasing the production of one good, then you're going to sacrifice more for the other good. So that makes perfect sense.
Okay, we good with that?
Yes.
Okay. Which of the following is not a factor of production? I put A.
money, yeah, I agree.
Another factor. Yeah, you're right.
The economic
Economic.
problem is essentially one of deciding how to make the best use of. I went with D on that one.
Same here.
Okay. Are we good with that?
Sure.
Okay. Which of the following is the best synonym for marginal in economics? I went with B, additional.
Additional, yeah.
Okay. The opportunity cost of doing or getting something is best and fully defined as, and I thought it was C.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right, this was another one I wasn't completely sure on. The Latin word, assumption, is employed in economic analysis in order to, and I ended up going with C, but I'm not completely sure on that one.
I
thought
think
it
it's
could be.
the simplify a complex world.
That's what I
That was
would
my
have.
second choice. I wasn't sure between those two. Are we thinking that's what it is?
Well, don't they use that to eliminate the possibility for certain variables?
Second choice. I wasn't sure between those two. Are we thinking that's what it is?
That's what I thought it was. When you kind of just count out certain variables.
It's the one. It's the one that means all other things equal. So it's when you ignore everything else.
That's what I thought it was. When you kind of just count out certain variables.
It's the one. It's the one that means all other things equal. So right. It's where you ignore everything else. Yeah.
So then they're simplifying it, right?
That's what I thought it was. When you kind of just count out certain variables.
It's the one. It's the one that means all other things equal. So right. Where you ignore everything else. Samantha, I think it's playing back on your screen.
Hold on, let's see.
There's a recording playing on your screen of us.
I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to try and get rid of something real fast. Hold on.
Samantha, I think it's playing back on your screen.
Hold on, let's see.
There's a recording playing
It's a little bit confusing.
Is that better?
I can hear a recording of us talking.
Oh my god.
Can you mute your sound for a second to see if that affects it?
I can hear a recording of us talking. It's gone.
Okay, I have no idea if that fixed it or not. I'm hoping it did. Okay, I have no idea what happened. I am so sorry.
That's okay.
That was really random.
That was weird. That's okay. So for 14, we're going with simplify the complex world.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So number 15, which of the following is the fallacy and the fallacy of composition? I went with C.
I feel like I studied this just recently, but I know it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it is C.
Okay. You good with that?
Yes.
Okay. So 16, society can consume a combination of goods outside its production possibilities if there is. I went with B, but I feel like it could also be A. I'm not 100% on that one.
It's definitely B.
It is B? Okay. Okay, cool.
So definitely B?
Yes.
Okay.
A good example would be Singapore.
Yeah.
Explain Singapore.
It's a country that specializes in a specific trade, so they only produce like one thing, and then they export it, and then everything else that they need, they import.
Right.
That's a great example. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, number 17, the market demand schedule or curve for products shows the relationship between how much of the product buyers are willing and able to buy and the, I went with A, the product's price. Is that right?
How much products are willing to buy?
The demand.
It was either that or D, I thought, but the market demand schedule or curve. That would be price then.
Well,
It doesn't have anything to do with cost of producing the product. That's not.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
Okay. And buyer's income don't come into play.
Yeah, that would be the budget line.
Okay.
And I don't think it has to do with time period. I'm pretty sure it's price.
Okay.
Okay. All right, number 18. Refer to the above diagram for the milk market. The equilibrium price is blank and the quantity is blank. I put 150 and 28 million gallons.
Yeah.
That one was pretty
Mm-hmm.
easy. Okay. All the following are assumed to be constant when the supply curve for product is drawn, except the, and I put price
Sorry,
of the
what
product.
was the last one?
Sorry, that one was the, refer to the diagram for the milk market. We said 150 per gallon and 28 million gallons.
So A.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then with 19, I said the price of the product. Is that what everyone else is thinking?
I would agree with that.
Okay. All right, and the last one is, which of the following is an example of price ceiling? And I said A, but I put a question mark by it. So I'm not completely sure on that one.
Well, think of it this way. In my industry, there is something that has a price cap on it, and I see it all the time, and that's the price of stamps. So the post office loses money every time they send a letter to Alaska or Hawaii with such a low amount of stamps. So they have to keep the price low because taxpayers are the ones paying it. So I always think of subsidies and things like that. So I'm thinking B.
Okay. How about price?
Did you say B?
Yeah.
It's A.
What?
It's A.
It's A? Yeah. My son says it's A.
I did this one.
The one you missed, right?
No, he was the first one.
They missed the first one, but they got everything else right. He says it's A.
So 20 is A?
That sounded like his voice came down from the heavens. Like
It did.
it's A, my children.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, that is all of them.
I'm making sure 20 though. We're choosing A. Was that it?
Yes.
Is this
Yeah.
the moment?
What? William said, "Is this the moment?" And then it cut out.
Is this the moment of truth?
No. Yep. Okay. So I hope we did this right. I think that was all we were supposed to do is go over it and then submit our own. And then I know.
Now we gotta do the mind map stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Now with this, we're just supposed to go over it. We're not supposed to make a group one, from what I understood.
I think she said we can work on it as
Yeah.
a group if we wanted to. She said she didn't care if they all looked identical.
You just submit it individually.
You just submit it individually.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a really confusing thing to me. I've never seen something like this before.
Okay.
You're not alone.
Well, I'm familiar with mind maps, but usually it's something that you start with. You start with a center and then you go out from there, just whatever comes to mind. It's a little strange doing it
that's what I've done
reverse, where you have a list that has to go on the mind map.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all the terms in front of me, but
Well, and I started mine today. I started using that free little program, the bubble.us, whatever. And I started with the first page of terms, and I thought I had a pretty good thing going, and then I, kept getting further in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is messing my whole entire mind map up. So now I have to start all over. because I don't know where to put. So are you guys putting terms like macro and microeconomics in, or are those not really terms? Like I'm trying to figure out
Yeah,
if
I
it's
think the list that I took was just from what was at the back of each chapter. So
okay.
like the first chapter starts with economics, economic perspective, all the way down to economic growth.
Okay.
And I mean, we can connect, like with that, land, labor, and capital, we know will all go in the same, they'll all be like the same children of something.
Right.
For oh, dagnabbit, and I just had the word on my mind.
Is it capital
Economic resources.
Capital resources? Is that a term on here?
The economic resources, yeah, that's where you have land, labor, capital.
Okay.
You also have investment for the capital and entrepreneurial ability.
Oh, all those are? Cool.
Yeah.
And so entrepreneurs would stem from entrepreneurial ability.
Well, actually, entrepreneur would be first, and then you have entrepreneurial ability would come after that because they do a few things.
Okay.
Which category is that under?
Well, we're looking at the first chapter, or not, is it chapter 3?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1, okay. All of those 5 would go under economic resources, is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what is aggregate?
Aggregate is where you have something as a whole, more or less. Like instead of having like pizzas, like slices of pizzas, you just have the whole pizza. It's just all one thing.
Okay. What do you think that's related to in this
Macroeconomics.
Macro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So would aggregate be the parent bubble, or who is the parent bubble?
I think economics is like the great-great-grandparent.
Okay.
Right? Isn't economics the very first one?
Well, yeah, or economic perspective. I don't know what they...
It's true. It could go either way.
So how is this supposed to look? Is this supposed to be like kind of like a spider web or more like a tree?
It's something that you can more or less make and custom design on your own, I believe. I know the teacher, before we had the meeting, she sent out like a YouTube instructional video just showing us different things of the ways it could look.
Yeah.
I think she sent that out to everyone on the email. I would recommend going over and looking at it afterwards, or after here, and yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be helpful.
I started watching it, and it's super simple. She's like, just make it simple. Like, don't worry too much. The end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have to use all the words on the end of the chapters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crap. That sucks.
But yeah, there's a lot.
Well, and I'm going to do 2 different ones because I just think there are too many to try to put them all on one mind map.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. At first I was thinking I would just do it as one, but then I started reading them and no way.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Are y'all using the website online or maybe a program on your computer?
I'm using the program on my computer. It's and I literally just downloaded it right before I started. What is it called? Let me check. It's called Xmind, and you can just type it in, and it's free. Well, there's one where you pay, and then there's one where it's free. But I went and I got that, and it's pretty interesting. It's very helpful, at least to me. I've enjoyed kind of tinkering with it all of like 3 minutes. Yeah, it's not that bad, because I was going to draw mine out because I didn't know what program to use, so yeah.
I was thinking about using PowerPoint. I've done something similar.
You could do that.
Yeah, PowerPoint would be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went with that bubble.us link just because it was the only one that didn't say it had a steep learning curve. I'm like, I don't need to learn any more technology. I want it to be simple.
I agree. I still,
You
one of
think
a
that's
few
wrong
classes
and
have
hard?
Island 3.0 and it's bad. I don't like it.
Okay.
So fewer stuff to learn is easier. So are we done, or is there anything we need to go over?
No, I think we're good. I'm clear on the mind map. I think it would be easiest if we just did that individually. I don't see a reason. But on a happy note, our group quiz, we were right on everything. I just submitted it, so yay!
Oh, good.
Hooray!
100%.
Let's go team!
Backing
Watch-
up to that,
Go
I think I missed one.
Oh, whoops.
Let me get. I think that I didn't get an answer for number 4 for some reason. I don't know why.
Number 4 was B.
B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Watch now. This will be like something we weren't supposed to do. Now we're gonna get an F because Sunny opened her big fat mouth. You're like, you weren't supposed to do that. Okay. Well, I think we're good. Now we do this every week, right?
Yes, I assume so.
Okay, Samantha, are you okay always starting it since you know how to do it now?
Okay. I was
Are
gonna
you
say
okay
I
with
can
that?
try and do that. I do have a quick question though, Michelle. What was the easiest way for you to be able to get on to our Google Hangout? Because I tried sending you multiple invites.
Sunny had to send me a link. I don't know what happened because I didn't get any invites from you, but I did have an invite from her, which is weird because she wasn't hosting. So I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
But you were typing in my email correctly because I know that there was a problem with that initially.
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay, well that's okay. It's a hard name to spell.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say I can try and do that, and then I don't know if it works better for you to just go with Sunny and then have her add you. We can keep doing that, but if you guys don't mind, I'll keep hosting it. I'll just after I get done, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and then I'll copy and paste the URL into the discussion board thing.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that was great. So, all right, guys.
Are we gonna meet this time next week?
7?
What?
Same time next week. We'll do 6 p.m. on Thursdays every week for Pacific time.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that works great for me. So, is everyone
Okay.
good with that?
All right. Perfect.
I work a lot, so yes, this is a good time for me as well.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Thanks. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the broadcast, guys. So, see you all later.